Yeah, let's start. Yeah. Okay, good evening everyone. I'm very glad to see you here. It's like Christmas Eve. It's like Christmas. We're going to celebrate Christmas. It's one of my favorite holiday, and it's one of the most popular Christian holiday around the world. About the importance of this holiday, Laura is going to tell you more. And today we have not even one special guest. Our favorite guest, Laura Buchanan, from United States of America. But we also have Serge today. He's going to participate in our party. We'll just have hearts aglow, Holy Spirits, and celebrate today in the best tradition of the world, in our own Ukrainian style, integrating all possible activities from around the world. There are so many of us. The room is not that spacious, but the most important is the spirit and the mood, So we will start the celebration by small, short background knowledge about this tradition, because maybe not everyone is aware about Christmas. What is Christmas, and how do people celebrate Christmas particularly in the United States of America? Maybe that's the first question we're going to ask Laura, and how Christmas is different from our Ukrainian celebrations, yes? Because by all Orthodox traditions we celebrate this on the 7th of January, yes? But we know that 24th, the evening, which is considered to be 25th, it's like Catholic and tradition, and most of the world celebrate Christmas at this time. Okay, and I know that some of you do celebrate Christmas tonight, yes? And you sacrificed your time, you went to the church in the morning, staying with us here, so you are welcome, more than welcome, to share with us your ideas and thoughts, and maybe, some family traditions, so we will take this into consideration. The most important is that we share our knowledge here, and, take it for the future benefit. So we could take something and in the future maybe celebrate it in a different way, how they do abroad. Okay, so let's welcome Laura.
So the last time I saw you was back in October when we had a birthday party before I left, and I've been in America for 2 months visiting my family, and while I was there I got to help celebrate Christmas early. With my youngest daughter and her children, we put up the Christmas tree in November, early November. And then at my parents' house, I got to help them. And as soon as I got here, we put up our Christmas tree. And I've been back here in Ukraine for about a week and a half. Now, Christmas is a very interesting holiday. The root, or where it comes from, has to do with Christ. Because if you spell out Christmas, you have Christ first. So this holiday is really about celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Now, nobody really knows when he was born. Some very, very smart people think it might be in August, but they're not really sure. And so some of the churches said we think it's in December, and some of the churches said we think it's in January. So that's why we celebrate it sometimes on 2 different days. But I think it's not necessarily important the day that we celebrate, it's how we celebrate it. Okay? So in America, because we have so many different immigrants coming to America, we have many, many different traditions in America and how we celebrate Christmas. And let me just share a little bit about my husband's family and about my family. Now in my husband's family, they decorate all the tree, they put the presents under the tree, and on Christmas Eve, which would be tonight, before they go to bed, they would open up their Christmas gifts. And tomorrow, on Christmas Day, they would have a big lunch together, and the children would play with their new toys, and the adults would sit and talk. And in America, many, many times, we have American football on the television on Christmas Day. And so we sit and we watch American football because it's a very, very big sports tradition for many of our families. In my side of the family, it's a little bit different. We had a lot more traditions when I was growing up. And my father would set up the artificial tree, and I would help him because I was the oldest child. And for us, we had to have an artificial tree because many of us have allergies. So we would put up the artificial tree, and then we would put all the decorations or the ornaments on the tree. Now my mother has a tradition that every year she buys a new ornament and she gives it to each one of me and my sisters and to the family. So when I grew up and I moved out of my mother and father's house, she gave those decorations to me that were for my name. So if you visit me in Homotensi, here in my village, and you look at my tree, you will see ornaments, and on the back side or on the bottom of the ornament, it will have the year. And you can see different ornaments that I made when I was a young child, like you, all the way to the ornament that my husband and I have when we first got married, our first Christmas. And you'll see new ornaments on the tree that I bought in America, and then I bought one here. So this year I added 3 ornaments onto my tree. So as a family, we would get together and we would decorate the tree. We would listen to Christmas music. We would drink hot chocolate or hot apple cider. And then my mother would play on the piano Christmas songs, and we would all sing around the piano. And on Christmas Eve, we would do the same thing. We would sing and we would drink some hot chocolate. Now in my family, we didn't get to open up the Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve. We would open them up on Christmas Day. And my parents had a rule that we had to stay in our beds until 7 o'clock in the morning. Because sometimes as small children, we would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning because we were so excited about Christmas. But they told us this rule, 7 o'clock. So at 7 o'clock, we would get up and we'd wake our mom and dad up, and we would go into the big living room where the tree was, and all the presents would be under the tree. And every spot, there would be a gift and a stockings from Santa Claus. Sometimes my mother and father would put stuff there, and each one of us girls would have a stocking, and we'd get to open up the stocking. We'd have fruit and nuts and candy and just little gifts. And then once we explored our stockings, we had another very big tradition. My father would take the first gift from under the tree, and he would see who it belongs to, and he'd give it to my sister, or he'd give it to my mom or to me. And when all the gifts were handed out, we couldn't open them. And then we would start with my baby sister Shayna, and she would open one gift, and we'd all watch. Because in my family, the tradition of giving the gift is so much more important than getting a gift. And our parents wanted to teach us how to give instead of just get. So we would all watch my baby sister Shayna open her gift. And then my next sister Carla would open a gift, and we'd all watch. And then Brenda would open a gift, and we'd all watch. Then I would open a gift, then my mother, then my father, and then we'd go around again. And so for us to open gifts, sometimes it would take 3 hours because we wanted to take the time and see what the other person received, you know? So in our family, that was very, very important. And then we would have a big breakfast together, because when my mother first got up in the morning, she put something in the oven. And as we opened up the gifts, we could smell it cooking, and it would just fill the house, and it would smell so good. So we would eat our breakfast, or brunch. When you put breakfast and lunch together, we call it brunch. And then we would play with our toys, or whatever it is that we received, and then we would watch American football. Because as I grew up, even though I have all sisters, my father loved American football, and so my sisters and I would watch American football with my father. So it's still a very, very big tradition for us today. Yeah, so some families celebrate Christmas very, very differently. Now some families do not believe in Jesus Christ, so they celebrate Christmas as just a holiday to give gifts. Of course, you also have Jewish families, and they celebrate Hanukkah. So it just kind of depends on what your family traditions are and how you celebrate it. But for me and my family, it was a lot of tradition, and it's very, very important. And I tried to teach my children, and I bought ornaments for each one of my children every single year. Yeah? And so I have some ornaments that they gave me to bring here to remind me is I put them on the tree to remember my children. And right before I left America, I sent boxes to every one of my grandchildren. And they got a little Christmas ornament that they get to put on their tree from Grandma and Grandpa. Yeah. So do you have any questions about my traditions or traditions in America?
Are these ornaments that you brought, like from Ukraine, probably for your grandchildren?
No, the ones there I bought there because I couldn't bring that many. I have 9 grandchildren, 3 children, and 2 great-grandchildren. What is a great-grandchild? Pravnuchka. Yeah. So that's a lot to bring. Yeah. So I actually bought ornaments there, and I brought back 2 very small American ornaments back here to Ukraine, one for my husband and one for me. And then we bought a pretty glass angel here. Now, one of the things that's very different about our tree and your tree is we call it a Christmas tree. We don't call it a New Year's tree. We call it a Christmas tree. And on top of our trees, many times we have stars, a big star with lights, or we have an angel. And I have not been able to find one here. I found a small plastic star, and I found this tall thing, but not really kind of what we have in America, a star or an angel. So on my tree here in Homotensi, I have a big silver bow on my tree right now for the top of my tree. Yeah. So any other questions about America and how we celebrate Christmas? Yeah?
Okay, yeah. How do you usually like decorate your house?
My house? Well, we have garland or tinsel on our windows. I have these big soft letters saying ho, 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 and it's hanging down one of our doors. On my bedroom door, I have a wreath, a circle with pine cones and green. In my room, I have little ribbons on all the cabinets, and I have garland above our bed and on our bookcase, and I have a little angel that sits on the shelf with her legs over it. Yeah. So just a lot of little things. But at our house, remember, there's a rehabilitation center. Men who are trying to change their lives. So they get to help us decorate. And over in their room, they have a very small Christmas tree with decorations and lights as well. So Christmas is one of my favorite holidays. It's my new shirt I bought in America. I didn't think that was going to last. Yeah. Okay, one more question?
Are you paint windows in your house?
Paint my windows? Not here, but in America I did. You paint them with snow, or sometimes you have plastic, like figures of snowmen that you put on the window. So in America I did that a lot. I even had Christmas plates and cups, you know, and glasses because I love Christmas so much. My whole house would change. But of course, I sold or gave away many of those things before I moved here because I didn't have a house at first. So right now I'm kind of building things up, and maybe in the future I'll have something on my windows. Yeah. Okay?
Do you celebrate New Year in the United States?
Yes, we do. We celebrate New Year's, but it's not quite as big of a holiday as you have here. If you're young, if you're single, maybe you're just married, a lot of times there's big parties and you stay up all night. Maybe in the bigger cities you have more of a celebration, like New York City is a very big celebration. But many people, we stay at home and we watch the celebrations on the television. And usually we don't use fireworks. Yeah, fireworks we just use for July 4th, our Independence Day, salute. But here you have a lot of fireworks, yeah. I remember my first New Year's here.
We can do this.
Yeah, it scared me because I didn't know.
We're a very rich country.
Yeah. It was
Why
like
can't we use firework every week?
Yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning I was walking with friends, my very first New Year's here, and I didn't know that you did fireworks, and somebody right behind me, some young men, did some fireworks, and I went to the ground because I thought there's a bomb or something, you know. Because remember my history. As a police officer, you hear a big bomb like that, you go to the ground. As a firefighter, you hear a big noise like that, you go to the ground. In the army, you hear a big sound like that, you go to the ground. Everybody thought that I fell. And it was like, I was kind of embarrassed, but I didn't know that you used fireworks here. But now I know I'm ready for them. I'm prepared. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah, so
Anything
before the real competition, okay, we'll just start with the little ones, okay? And I want to introduce you my friend. Some of you know Serge, yes, you've been working for 2 days, you had classes, but he would like to entertain our little ones with some activities. Serge, maybe you'd like to say a couple of words in advance about Christmas? Yeah, so?
A little after.
Okay, so go ahead.
Welcome everybody. It's great to see you on a Christmas day. You see I'm dressed like British, so we are all learning English and we are celebrating the biggest holiday of the year, Christmas of course, which is celebrated world over. I want to introduce the holiday with some music and some chant activities for juniors, previewing Santa, then we shall have Santa coming. Okay, so I want 5 boys and girls, so 5 persons, junior ones, smaller ones first.
Julian, you will be the first.
So come,
That's great, Julian.
come.
He's like, I don't know.
Come. Please come. We shall do first the snowman. So, is the seat... maybe you sit there because I don't feel comfortable standing with my back. Can you take the chairs, please, and move? Yes, please. Thank you.
How many snowmen do we have?
We have 5 persons, 5 snowmen. We have snow, so we know it's winter. Sometimes people have rain. Some people have tropics, like
So we
Australia,
have 4?
Brazil. So it's different seasons everywhere, so people celebrate it differently. So,
Yes,
5
we
men.
have females and 1
Yes.
man, as usual.
So, we have 5 men which are snowmen. Snow girls, okay? Please, come here. So the first poem, and it's activity song, because the sun will be coming out, like in some countries. Some days are warming up. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, come on, Julia. Yeah. 5. 5 men, and you help me to chant, everybody. 5 men in a row, all together. 5 men in a row. 5 men made of snow, all together. 5 men made of snow. The sun came out. The sun came out and stayed all day.
And stayed all day.
And what happened? In
Melt.
English, you know?
Melted.
Melted, everybody. Melted. 1. Sit down. Melted. No, only 1. Snowman away.
Away.
Poor thing. So you may go back. Take your seat. So how many do we have left? Junior ones? 4. 4 men in a row. 4 men made of snow. The sun came out, stayed all day, melted 1 snowman away. Oops, sorry. How many do we have? 3. 3 men in a row. 3 men made of snow. The sun came out, stayed all day, melted 1 snowman away. Fly away. How many do we have? 1, 2. 2 men in a row. 2 men made of snow. Sun came out, stayed all day, melted 1 snowman away. And we have 1 little snowman left. Only 1. Only 1. No time yet. The sun is still up there. So we have 1 man in a row. 1 man made of snow. The sun came out, stayed all day, melted 1 snowman away. Run away. Come on.
Julian.
Of course. Snow maiden, jolly spirit, songs, candies, lots of sweets, festive mood. This is all Christmas. And of course, there must be somebody who will come and congratulate you all with this great holiday. Let us do this chant about Santa. And we shall call Santa, who is coming very, very soon, in a few minutes, I hope. So, some other children, please come here. Or maybe all of you. So, S, how do we spell Santa? S, because we must call him. A. Oh, maybe. You come. Five girls, please. So, hold this. Face, just like this. Hold, with your hands. Sen. Yes. The first one for you. You're the most important one. Enter. So, S. Hey, one more, please. One more. Please. Here. Here we go. Put the bottle. Yes, please. Yes. So we are calling Santa. We show Santa that we know some poems and songs about Santa. Do you know the song Bingo?
Yes.
There was a farmer who had a dog. Now this is the same song, but about Santa. There was a jolly man. A very jolly man. All together. There was a jolly, jolly man, and Santa was his name. S-A-N-T-A, 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 and Santa was his name. Now, we drop one letter, hop, and we do it one time.
Okay, just
One.
Julie, we need to change.
There was a jolly, jolly man, and Santa was his name. One. A-N-T-A. A-N-T-A. A-N-T-A, and Santa was his name. One more time. There was a jolly, jolly man, and Santa was his name. N-T-A. N-T-A. N-T-A, and Santa was his name. Three. To left. There was a jolly, jolly man, and Santa was his name. T-A. T-A. T-A, and Santa was his name. And the last one. There was a jolly, jolly man, and Santa was his name. Hey! 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 And Santa was his name. And the last refrain, chant goes like this. Ready? There was a jolly, jolly man, and Santa was his name. And Santa was his name. Now I think it's time for Santa to come. Yes?
Yay.
Thank you so much.
But after one activity, they
Yes,
need to
yes. They will cry out Santa, and Santa is coming.
Yeah, some activity. So I will split you now into two groups, okay? Yes?
Like children and
No, like holy and mistletoe.
go girls and boys.
Like everyone should say, holy mistletoe, holy mistletoe, holy mistletoe, holy mistletoe.
Reindeer.
And then holy stay in this room, okay? Mistletoe go to green room, okay? Do you understand? Yes? Yes. Do you remember what is holy?
Yeah.
Do you see the bells? Yeah, was holy there? Who remembers what is mistletoe? Who can give me Ukrainian equivalent for the mistletoe?
Like decoration. Decoration, yes?
Yes, that's decoration, yes.
Nika
Yes, yes, exactly. So let's start, except the little ones, okay? So mistletoe, holy mistletoe, okay? Let's start with Igor.
Say holly.
Say holly.
Holly is American, holy is British English.
So you can say both, holy or holly.
Holly.
Okay, like Hollywood, you know. Mistletoe. Holy.
Holy. Mistletoe. Holy. Mistletoe. Holy.
Mistletoe.
Holy.
Mistletoe. Holy. Holy. Mistletoe. Holy.
Misha, you are mistletoe. Say mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
Holy.
Mistletoe.
Holy mistletoe.
Holy. Mistletoe. Holy. Mistletoe. Holy.
Mistletoe. Yeah.
Mistletoe.
Holy. Holy.
No, no twins. Mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
Holy mistletoe. Good. So we have holies. Can you raise your hand who is holy? Only holy. Like everybody. Okay. Now please raise your hand who is mistletoe. Mistletoe. Okay. So if you're mistletoe team, you need to go to the green room. Just a minute. Boba, I haven't explained the task yet. So what are you going to do? Yes. So you're going to write together with the group the poem. Okay, about Christmas. I just like to tell you in advance, poems could be without rhymes. Poems could be with rhymes and without rhymes.
I like Christmas.
The most important that it has sense. It makes sense, okay, to all of us. And it has lots of traditional words, lots of vocabulary, what we learned in classes, and it would be originally for Christmas and New Year, okay? Again, it's for Christmas and New Year, not for the summer vacation, okay? Just in case, I'm checking. It's task number 1, and task number 2, you have to write original wishes for Christmas, okay? As a group. Again, it could be in rhyme, and it could be without rhyme, okay? So you can rhyme some words, and you can just write very libre, so-called. It's without rhyme. The winners will get presents, of course. Would be rewarded, okay? So, do you have any questions in advance? No, you just need a paper and lots of pens, so please take stationery with you. Pens, pencils. We're going to work in the green room and yellow room. Who is going to the green room? Mistletoe. Yes. Okay, you may go. Yes, mistletoe green. Go. We will have our experts, Lara and Serge, and parents who will charge. Yes, and they will be the jury, and they will try to decide who is the best. Go. Try to. Oh, no.
All right, you can read to me. The ball, yes, thank you. Careful the turtle. If you don't want to turn into Ninja Turtle. Michelangelo. Robbie.
But you work together. You work together. You don't. The main rule is that you need to speak only English. Alex, you need a paper? You need a paper. Andrusha, do you have Дай мне. Вот.
Golden for Christmas.
Are you speaking only English?
I need to write poems. 8 songs. Do you?
Are you going?
Sonia, I can hear you.
I
speak
can
Ukrainian.
translate. I can translate.
Okay, many presents. Let it be many presents. Without apostrophe. Without apostrophe.
Just tell Santa what you
Yeah?
want.
What else?
Dream list. Your dream list. Yes,
Ilusha,
Santa?
any ideas?
All right.
I wish you a Merry Christmas, Santa and reindeers. From Santa, be lovely and famous and get many presents. Decorate a Christmas tree. Decorate a Christmas tree.
So how are you doing here?
Everything's great. They are the winners, I think.
Yeah.
Misha, do you
Hopefully,
participate?
we'll keep our
Decorate a
fingers
Christmas
crossed.
tree.
Guys, we keep fingers crossed.
What do you need to
But it's not obligatory. It's maybe just a phrase.
remember?
What can you wish
Lara was
to
talking
everyone for
about
New Year?
how do you call this? Ornaments.
You
Maybe
can wish health,
decorate
for
a
example.
Christmas
Just
tree.
Angela, can you
He's
get
somebody
Misha
under his joy. The mistletoe.
Yes? They're like working as a group, they can win. So it should be praise. Praise, it's like when you praise someone, you say, oh, you're so beautiful. Or like, you're ready? Yes. Can you help anybody else? Why? We're like a team. We have like just 2 minutes left, okay? 2 minutes left. Yes, yes.
Okay. I wish you a Merry Christmas from Santa and
Reindeers.
reindeers. Be lovely and famous and get many presents. Decorate.
Back, occupy your seats. Yeah, we're going to have the party. Your seat. Serge, we start. We need to listen to them. So all groups are here?
I took the don't want to eat this.
So let's start. Okay. All hollies and mistletoes are here. Yes. Rebecca. Okay. So any volunteers to impress?
Yes, and
Our jury.
Yes, sorry.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So our jury is here. Okay, it's Serge and Lara and Olga. Anybody else? And Anna. 4 of them will judge. Okay. So any volunteers to start?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So maybe you. Yes. Yes. Okay.
Speak up.
Loud.
But speak up. Let's be quiet so we can. Yes.
Christmas or holiday. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Everywhere we can hear this. People bring their presents and go with them away. Eugene is decorating Christmas tree. Sonny is making photo with Santa. Nada is decorating Christmas is cooking Christmas cake. Cozy pillows, cozy things, tiny cookies and presents. Happy Merry Christmas.
Remember we mentioned that it should be original and not from internet, and we can understand that it's not from internet.
Their own, yes.
It's from the heart, original. It's very valuable, yes? So please
course,
try to,
creativity,
when you
yes.
will just judge,
We'll judge, of course.
pay attention to such
We'll
small
consider that.
trifles, you know. Yes,
Yes.
okay.
I wish you many presents and funny moments too. I wish you many friends, and it is really all for you. I know you want to smile. I can smile with you, and we can celebrate a Christmas with happy eyes and faces cool.
Well done.
Yes, she's writing her own
Yes,
poetry.
poetry.
Yes, she
Very
has the
poetic.
book published in Russian or Ukrainian
Yeah.
of her own. Yes.
Very poetic.
Yes, and
Keep up.
we have plans to publish in English
publish.
as well. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Keep it up.
Okay, who else?
Yes, please.
Go. It should not be obligatory. The most important is the content, okay?
It's poem. Merry Christmas, it's time for fun. It's time for celebrating with everyone. It's time for trees and perfect presents. It's time for save the Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Not bad.
Good. Okay.
There is one more.
In the back.
Yeah? Vova, is
Yes.
that you?
Behind.
And home. I wish you a Merry Christmas from Santa and reindeers. Be lovely and famous and get many presents. Decorate a Christmas tree, kiss somebody under the mistletoe, enjoy in winter a lot of snow. Happiness, candies, good luck, chocolate, everything comes true. This I wish to you.
Good.
Anybody else? No? No. No?
No.
Kirill, maybe your turn?
But
I work together? Okay. So what could you say about their poems? Do they deserve a prize?
Well, yes, of course they
So
do.
could we choose the winner?
The winner,
Yeah, well you need some
I'm
seconds.
divided between Nadine and the girl who did poetry. What's her name?
These two.
Yes.
I like
Anna,
these
yeah.
Yes. So, and she shares, so we should share the first prize
So
between
the
them.
first
Yes?
prize,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they share.
To be fair, yes. Let them share the first prize.
And the other two can
Right.
share the.
Consolidate, yes, the next one.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
Right.
So we decided that
Notepad.
Nadusha and Anna,
Anna, yes,
they
Anna.
deserve the notepad for their future poems. Okay. Okay.
With best wishes.
And the second place?
The runners up.
So we also split, yes?
Split, yes.
Yes.
So two magnets.
Yeah. It was kind of hard.
We can split a magnet, cut
So
it
it's like-
into half.
Sonia?
One for Sonia. Yes, please.
Thanks.
Here you
And
go.
Vova, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vladimir. Yes, here you go. Good luck. Good job.
Could you tell me if you worked with the team? If it's like a team poem, how many people in the team?
5, 6. Yeah.
Did you work in a team?
Yes,
Yes.
we all work.
Eugene.
So Eugene and
Sonia.
Sonia.
Sonia? Okay.
Share with Eugene.
Share, please.
They're also Ilusha.
Okay. Who worked in the team and
Ilya.
with Sonia? Sonia, someone else worked with you?
Підніміть руку, хто зі мною працював просто.
Sonia,
English.
please, it's only
English.
We do the English. In.
So how many?
American.
There we go.
So who worked? Can you show me with Sonia?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else who worked with Sonia?
And they're Ilusha and Sasha.
Two of you worked, yeah?
And Kirill.
And
I
Kirill?
don't know.
And Kirill worked? Okay. Kirill? Okay. Anybody else who worked in with Vova together?
Back there?
Everyone is
Team back.
everyone is awarded, yes?
Yes.
Marina? You work? Anybody else who participated in writing poems? No?
Poems. With Anne.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else?
One more. Oh, yeah, I thought the first one was raised.
Anybody else? No? Okay, so we have some more presents, so be very active, okay? Participate, we have some more presents. Any other quotes maybe you wrote or symbols? Someone would like to share? No? No? Okay, so then I give the floor to Serge, okay? Or maybe Santa Claus, I don't know. Yeah, Santa, Serge.
Are you going to call Santa?
Santa.
Are you going to call Santa?
Santa, go here.
Come
Do you
here.
want Santa?
They don't.
Yes.
Bye bye, kids.
I don't think you want Santa. Nobody's calling. Do you want Santa?
Santa.
Say Santa.
Santa. Santa. Santa. Santa.
Hi there. I traveled a long way. All the presents didn't fit this bag. So she has all the goodies and all the yummies in the kitchen now. But and lots of presents, so it's half empty. And it was hard to squeeze through the chimney, but I did. coming all the way. May I have this to put? Can you give me? Please stand up. I need this chair. Is it okay? Can you sit girls there? Thank you. Please go and sit down there. Yes. So, thank you. Last year I traveled a lot. 2017 was a great year for travels. It was a... Okay, you may sit. Yes, sure. You may sit. Come. Sit. Yes. She will be snow maiden, my helper. Yes. Last year was a year of travels for me. Which year was that according to Chinese character? Do you remember? Calendar?
Rooster.
Year of the rooster. "Cock-a-doodle-doo," said the rooster on a Christmas day. And they started traveling. From January, I traveled about 8-9 countries in Asia. From Emirates, Thailand, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Macau, Vietnam. Goodness, this was a great travel for me. Very special year. And I'm finishing the year traveling again in Ukraine. And I'm so happy to come to Vinnytsia, of all the places. First time in my life. So, the Christmas celebrations, of course, have different traditions, and it is celebrated differently. Starting from Chinese New Year at the end of January, but the celebration is previewed by celebrating in Israel. You know that Jesus Christ was born in what city? It was a village at that time, well, very small town on the outskirts. What was the name? Jerusalem. That's right. Where is Jerusalem?
In Israel.
In Israel. That's right. Few days before it happened, there is a great celebration in the land of Jesus, Bible land, Israel, and it is called
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. So, Hanukkah, can you come out, please, to introduce? Hanukkah is the part of Festival of Lights, it's called. There is a special holy candle, and there is a very special set called, what's the name?
Menorah.
Menorah. So this is called Hanukkah. This is the celebration, just few days previewing Christmas, and this is also very special 9 candle set. So this is what they do in Israel. They light the candles, yes, to commemorate, yes, very famous battle. And few days after that, they start celebrating. Can you hold it, please? Yes. Light one to show to children because they hear the word. There was a great Hanukkah in Kiev. I don't know if there was one in Vinnytsia. Yes, like that. And day 1, they light 1 candle. Day 2, they light 2 candles, 3, and more. So this is how they last. Okay? So that children have the idea. Yes. And from the main candle, they light all the other ones. Okay? Yes, carefully. Be careful with fire. We don't want to set this house on fire. Yes. You okay?
Yeah.
Good. Very good. Right. So, what is Hanukkah about? Can you tell children? It's a special holiday.
It's special holiday. It's a really have long history.
Yes.
It was very,
Is that a holiday of light?
yeah.
Yes. Festival of Lights. Yes. There is one Diwali in India, very much the same. India has Diwali. Malaysia has Diwali. Thailand has Diwali. In Israel they call it Hanukkah. It's a little different because with all these lights. So let's get into. Yes, just like that. Can you take a picture, please? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Also, as there is no snow in Israel, so children, of course, want to play snowball. Only 1 year, 4 years ago, I was so lucky. I was coming as a tour guide. I brought the group to Israel for Christmas time, and there was snow. 40 centimeters, just like in Kiev a few days ago. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oops. Can you, Andrew, can you hold it? Can you hold it? Yes. I'll show you what Israeli children in Israel make. These are the main decorations. And they are made of hay straw. Yes, this is how they make. And they call it, of course, you know how? The Star of Bethlehem. This is from Poland. My son lives in Poland. I was teaching in Poland for a while. So this is a handmade decoration. This is how they imagine the Star of Bethlehem. Okay, the place, the village where Jesus was born, in the bar on Christmas Day. All right, can you hold it? This is a special, very special storybook. The Christmas story. So, can you supply me? Can you help me make the story of Jesus' birth? Yes, please.
Who can help? Who remembers the story of Jesus' birth?
Joseph and Maria traveled to Jerusalem, yes? And she gave birth to Jesus, and there was a star over Bethlehem which showed the way. Who gave the news of his birth? Who is this person? The white, dressed in white. Angel, that's right. Angel, yes. And he showed the guiding star which pointed. So, who are these people here in the ship? Maggie. Shepherds, exactly, they are shepherds. Maggie, not Maggie. Yes, that's right. So, they saw it first, and then there were 3 Maggie, like magic, but they are Maggie, M-A-G-G-I, so 3 Maggie, and they were traveling, and they were bringing presents for the future God, yes? King. The new king was born, yes? So they were bringing gold, myrrh, and frankincense. And when they came to Jerusalem, they met the shepherds in the field, and the star pointed them. Where? The place where Jesus was born. So this is a short story. It's children's book, well illustrated, from Belarus. So
I think that we are coming close to the end of the party, but we're going to finish with some songs, okay?
Yes,
we prepared some
traditional
songs
songs,
and
yes.
activities, but during this time you can come to the kitchen, help yourself, okay? Take some sweets, serve please, yes? Take a plate, take some sweets and participate in activities.
Yes, but 1 second more. I brought you a very special letter, original, from Finland. You know my name in Finland? Santa? Jalopuki. Say, Jalopuki. Funny, yes? For Ukrainians, very puki. Jalopuki. So Jalopuki is a Santa who lives in which part of Finland? Up in the north, near the Barents Sea. How you call that? Lapland. You know Lapland? Yes, Lapland. So I want to read them that. It will take 1 minute.
Yeah, so we will listen
Because
to the letter,
real
and then you
Santa
can
sent to me, this is original, Finnish. From Santa, there is a post office and they send it all over the world. Just like Bethlehem, candle is carried by airplane everywhere in the Christian world. Same thing. Hello. I've come to Kiev all the way from Finland. Not only Kiev, Vinnytsia too. And I am proud of that. Because I know that many children were very good this year.
Yeah!
Right? Right now in Lapland, it's a polar night. So the sun keeps below the horizon, you know, the end, what you see, and everything is covered with snow. The moon, the stars, the northern lights are lighting the way for the reindeer. You know the main one?
What's his name? Everybody knows Santa Claus.
Rudolph, of course. Canadian, moose and reindeer. Our beloved Rudolph. My little helpers, the elves, are skiing and sledging. In Lapland, we light candles everywhere to fill everything with light and warmth. the elves have also built a huge castle made of snow. We've worked very hard all year, so long we can bring presents and toys to all the good children in the world. How are you doing? The elves tell me that you've been very good and you studied hard. You've been industrious, diligent, great students, right? I could judge that the last 2 days. Do not forget to help out everyone who needs your help. Respect and love those who are around you. Listen to your parents and teachers. Stay determined and you will find success in your life. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. With love, Santa. Real one. Authentic. Thank you.
So help yourself with sweets. We may have a disco later, so who's not in a hurry, we will dance. And I would like to award some people for great outfits. Okay? So,
yes. Nomination for the best costume.
Nomination for the best costume. Yes. If you could just tell a couple of words about your costumes, please. So,
yes, introduce yourself.
Could you introduce yourself and tell a couple of words about your costume?
This is Little Miss Santa.
Little Miss Santa.
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell your name, please? Could you tell your name, please?
What is your name?
My name is Agnia.
Good. So that goes to Agnia for the best costume of tonight. Yes? Do you agree? Yeah. Okay. Then I think it could be awarded to the snowflake. Yes? Yes. So could you come here? Are you a snowflake? Yes. So what is your name?
My name is
Great! So Mira also deserves the present, yes?
See the pretty snowflakes falling from the sky on the walls and housetops. Soft and thick they lie. Beautiful. Very cute dress. Yes. Lovely.
Now everyone quickly run to the kitchen. Grab everything you can see. But you know, like...
Ти найкрасиві.
Kids, we have plastic bags. So everyone can have a bag and give something sweet home. I'm waiting for you. You can take it away, okay? Home. By the way, Igor deserves the best prize for today's sweet because gingerbread boy house, it's from Igor. Igor, did you get the prize? Congratulations. Congratulations. This was Serge Lara. You grab sweet. And then we have photo session and you can dance.
I don't understand English. Yeah, dance like this.
Tell your mom that you won the prize for the best sweet. Where are you, Igor? Oh, it's Igor. He had the first prize today for the gingerbread boy house. Where's your prize? Your mom made it? Vika? Ah, together? Oh yeah, it was cooperation of two people. Oh, it's magic. Okay, let's